So this is my brother right here, mi hermano, you know what I mean? Rough and rugged, full of clips, Mr. Lyrical Assassin himself,
Caribbean
you know,
Connection también.
twin to the GOAT. Big
So,
pun, you already know. He's our
salute.
GOAT. And
Salute. I gotta salute that name first of all. Felix Furman. You already know.
yes, sir.
That's already my name is Felix. So us Felixes gotta stick together. So
I
salute.
agree,
And plus
bro.
we got history because my son talked about you in the highest form ever. You know what I'm saying?
Thank
So
you,
you
man.
got love for you a lot. So you came into that special bond right there. So you different. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir, man. And I appreciate your time, bro, because I know I know you're a busy man. You do
Nah, no
your
doubt.
thing.
No doubt.
Pero
We try to get it happen. We're gonna make it happen.
we're gonna make it happen, my brother. So listen,
Yes, sir.
one of the things I read about Cuban Link, my brother, and it's awesome. As far as the chain, and I didn't know this, but it's also called the Miami Cuban Link, that chain, right? And it actually says it's Cuban Link is the strongest of all. That's what's really crazy. That
Yeah,
link.
the tejido, the style of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exacto. So I was like, man, that's amazing. Is that one of the things that, obviously you were thinking about también con el nombre?
No, not really. It was just, basically, I was raised in New York. I'm a Cuban, Marielito, when I
Uh-huh.
was 5. You know what I'm saying? Went to Puerto Rico, 9 years old. I landed in the Bronx.
Yep.
So, the Cuban link chain in the street in the neighborhoods where I'm from is a big emblem to success. You know what I'm saying? To those
Ooh.
street pharmacists. They're saying that
Mhm.
they rock it and they sport it just like back in the day the Adidas, and it's just a part of hip hop. So
Yep.
that chain was something that was coronado at those that are getting that money, those that shine. And it was a privilege always for that Cuban link chain to be on somebody's neck. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a sign of success, a sign that you're doing it. And of course, materialistic things and all of that. But it just meant, when I chose that name, it meant more to me. Even though, like Wu-Tang Clan already had the Only Built for Cuban Links thing and all of that.
Yeah.
To me, it's different because I'm really Cuban, you know what I'm saying? So, and that's why the 24 carats, because it's pure gold, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
And all of that. So that comes with all of that. But definitely, the Cuban link tejido que bueno, tejado, creo.
It's the strongest.
It's the strongest. It's definitely the strongest. That's why it's like, what I'm saying, that weakest link type, metaphor also came, you know what I'm saying? Because even the strongest links, even though, what I'm saying, it's the strongest link, it's still got this weakest links.
There
Where,
you go.
if you don't guard it, we don't make sure it's locked, it's in right form or shape, that you still could be weak, you know what I'm saying? So you have to make sure.
I agree. So listen, this is the first floor, level 1, right, of the elevator, and I call it the gallery. So on this one, I'm gonna show you some pictures, right? With these pictures, I want to see what they mean to you, and tell me a little bit about each one. ¿Está bien? So the first one I'm
All
gonna
right,
show you right now. Tú me dice what a little bit about
all right. Shit, nigga, that's Chelsea High School.
it. Tell me a little bit about that real quick.
Chelsea High School, man. That was my high school. I got kicked out of Alfred Smith. I actually went to Roberto Clemente 166 in the Bronx. That's a
Okay.
junior high school all the way to 8th grade. And then from that 8th grade, I picked some schools. So I went to Alfred E. Smith. Alfred E. Smith, got like vocational school. It dealt with like auto parts and shit. I didn't know nothing about that. I was like, what the hell
Is
did
that
I
what
get
you took
myself into?
vocational?
There's
Because
no girls here.
I
So
went to a vocational school. I took auto body. So the
yeah,
high
I went
school
to
I went to.
vacation. Yeah,
What
auto
do you
body,
take?
but Alfred Smith was the best. Alfred Smith was the best in the Bronx.
Okay.
I didn't know shit about no auto body. I didn't want to study auto body. You know
Me
what I'm saying?
either.
I
Me
was
either.
just like, okay, three school picked me, and then I looked at the
Anything that take me
averages.
out of
That was like
academics.
that was like the best school, like that. And it was a pretty good school. You know what I'm saying? But it was just nothing but a sausage fest in there. It's nothing but dudes trying to be mechanics. There's no girls. There's no, what I'm saying? The girls are butchers. So it was just like, okay, cool. Even though at that time, we young, we experimenting things, but I never wanted to be no automatic, mechanic or
No, no, no,
nothing.
no.
So I was just like, they put me in carpentry.
Okay.
So it was a class. It's carpentry, or you know what I'm saying. You could do the automotive. I picked carpentry. My father was, you know what I'm saying, like he used to build bodegas and shit like that. So I was still, you know what I'm saying, inspired by my father. And
Got it.
I took it. For what? Nothing. The niggas don't learn there, nothing. You know, the fucking teacher was the best, Mr. Hart. I remember that nigga. But we used to play around with the nigga. One day we started doing some bullshit. Me as the class clown. I hit him with a fucking wood in his head by mistake.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
you know, a little
So
piece of
so
wood.
you were one of those then. You were one of those.
I was, you know, I went with the flow, like a dickhead, and I got caught up in stupid things, but it was never no malicious stuff. But yeah, that landed me a referral to the dean and shit, Mr. Smith at the time. I think was it, yeah, Mr. Smith, and they made me apply the next year, which was my sophomore year. They said you got to get the fuck out of here. You're gonna get expelled. Like, you might as well just pick some new schools. So I picked Chelsea as one of them.
Yeah.
It was Chelsea. I picked fucking Manhattan Science, the smart shit. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm trying to get out. Now I'm trying to get out now. I'm trying to leave because I don't want to be with the Morenos or the Spanish. They get me in trouble now. So I'm thinking, okay, if I go Canal Street, that's Chelsea High School. That shit is like white people and Chinese people is over there.
Vamos para
Canal.
allá. Vamos para allá.
Vamos para allá. Me metí para allá.
Did you make it every day to school?
I made it every day. Yeah, okay. You know, I kept the 85 average. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of everything, I kept always, you know, I was smart. I was smart with my academics.
That's awesome.
So it's just that I played around, you know, I was class clown and shit like that. And, you know, so you get lost in there. But when I put, you know, whatever shit, I was playing chess when I was 5 years. I mean, in fifth grade, I started playing chess. And I played, and I played Kasparov. Yeah, you know, a lot of people might not, if you do your research on who's Kasparov, he's like a politician, big politician out there in Russia. You know, or what's left of Russia, you know, I think it's the Ukraine, or I don't know what it is, one of those. But I lost contact with him. But he came back in the days, like in 1987, 88, to my school, Roberto Clemente, and he played 100 students. And I was one of the last 10, you know, students that he beat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's another kid that had a stalemate with him.
Who would have known? Who would have known?
But he was,
yeah,
no, I was
Come
rated.
on, man.
No, you know, I got into it. Whatever I used to, you know what I'm saying, like I got into, I always excelled in it. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that about myself later on in life. But when chess took an interest in me, like I said, like just came, like, nigga, we from the hood. Like,
exactly.
This is just the middle of the Bronx. Like, you know, Russian fucking grandmaster coming over there. But we had a great, like, you know, the teachers, that's the era where teachers were really involved and they wanted the best for kids for real, and they made things happen with nothing. You know, from free lunch, we just had a high, like our chess team was really ranked up there because me, myself, with some other players too that we had that we was in a chess club, so we was rated as, you know, my real chess rating was like, I think I left it at 1750. Yeah, 2000, you're a master.
You still play?
2015.
Like online and stuff? Or?
No, I don't play shit now. But because there's nobody really, you know what I'm saying? You know, it was a choice that we made, of course. You know, that type of, it's not nobody really that, you know,
find the interest again. And I be playing sometimes on
I get lost.
chess.com.
It's not the same.
And they be some beast in there, man. I'm like nobody in there.
Nigga, but I'm telling you, I went to the real tournaments. You know, I was playing the real Blanquitos, like fucking little Bobby Fischer niggas.
So they see the Cuban come up and they're like, who's this guy?
And you know, Capablanca was Cuban. There's a famous Cuban called Capablanca. Capablanca or Capa Negra? Capablanca, I think. But he was from Cuba. He was one of the best. It's like Bobby Fischer. He was like Bobby Fischer.
Wow, you see,
you know what I'm saying? Bobby Fischer. Yeah, Capablanca. That's one of them niggas that you can't touch. He was master. So Cubans, you know, produced a lot of chess champions. You know what I'm saying? Always did. And but I think of the guy, KK Karinger. That was the number one. He was a Moreno, black kid. He was the top like chess player. He was like a nerd though. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the nerds.
Yeah.
The dweebs and not the dweebs, but okay, the dorks. You know, and they do that, but some bookworms. But they, you know, they kids like us. It was just that they were really good. You know what I'm saying? I used to bust their ass. Like I was in there on some cool shit, not nerd shit. You know, it was some couple of us from my school that we was just regular kids, but we were smart on that shit. We got caught up. Um, Channel 13 actually had a program called The Mind. And this is before, you know, any social media or like course. That was like 1987, 80, 88 when we started the chess club in 166. And they came to the crib. They came to the crib with the big ass fucking cameras. Remember the big, you know, Channel 13 with the eyes and all that PBS. Yeah, big ones. My mother thought I got in troubles and shit. So, you know, they coming in the house, they just telling me about, you know, how what I described chess as far as like real life. So they was making a big documentary on chess because of our school. That we got so like well known out there. And we caused so much noise. Out of nowhere too. Like the first year, we just you know what I'm saying, a couple of us, well not a real couple of us, it was like 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah.
Me, my boy Taiwan, we all joined the chess club, and it was like some hobby stuff. But you know, when you're young,
That's
you
dope
pick
though.
up quick.
Nobody knew that, man. That's new to me. That's
Yeah. I mean,
crazy. Cool.
I said it in some interviews, you know, but you know, that's not a topic motherfuckers go and
Yeah,
dig
yeah,
deep
yeah,
into
yeah.
it. But yeah, Kasparov is like I said, he was grandmaster back then. He played 100 students at one time. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Walking through every table and making a move in each table. And it was only
Like
10 that
Magnus.
survived to, well,
Magnus does that.
whatever Magnus, yeah, whatever Magnus was. These are the real originators. Like
Yeah, okay.
you go check him out. Kasparov, he's a politician now. He's like he's in the Senate and something in the United Nations. But that dude is telling you, he's a grand champion. You know, said my the guy that was actually out here, and it was a chess club in Manhattan. I think it was like 58th Street. We used to go there, do the tournaments to get rated in, you know, United States rating in the US. So that's
Okay.
how I got my 1750. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, 2000, you're a grandmaster. 1750, God, it just came in and shit. Shit. So,
That's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy.
I was, and we would go like, you know, battle, like we go, you know what I'm saying? Like to other schools and do leagues. Like, and, you know, we came first
Eso no
and
se
we was
olvida.
respected, man.
You still could
No sort
beat
of be that.
beat
It's
some
like
people.
riding a bike. It's it's like riding a bike, but
Uh-huh.
nah, you need to study. You need to study that. Like you know, it's not as it's the openings. You know, is things that I read back then. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, you got the 4-move mate,
Yeah.
checkmate. That was one of my favorite moves. I used to put the pressure on that.
Oh my
And then you
goodness.
know, it's the English opening. It's the night. You know, it's just a lot of things that you have to be. That's what I'm saying. You have to be involucrado adentro in that
Involucrado.
world.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you have to be active in that world to really be at your best. You know what I'm saying? You can't slack on that.
All right, so I'm gonna show you something else real
I
quick.
remember a little kid. I remember a little kid. Like he was 11. I was playing him. I was 15 already.
Uh-huh.
That nigga bust my ass.
11 years
I was
old?
like 11 years old, you know, and I was 15. So I'm like, look at this little white kid. You little white kid. Like he looks like a baby. And I was 15, but
Beast.
I wasn't big either. I looked like a baby too, but this little nigga looked like a baby.
And he
But he
beast
was
mode.
11. He was already 1700. He was already 1700. Marked it already, you know. So I really went through the clock and all of that. Like Fresh, you ever seen that movie Fresh?
Yep.
You know, they do it. He did it as a hustler. Like his father did it as a hustler in the park. And then that park is famous too, downtown, where they
That's
do the
crazy.
720.
Yep.
So they got the hustlers that did that. But yeah. That was a beautiful time in my life, man. I love chess. It was, you know, thinking ahead and stuff like that. It's a great craft to have. You know what I'm saying? You know, to have somebody in checkmate like in 7 moves and you already saw in your head.
That's crazy.
That's how sharp you got to be. Because
Hmm.
regardless, you got that nigga. You know what I'm saying? In 7 moves, that nigga got you in 8, or he got you in 6 before
Yeah.
you. So you got to be on point. Just because you got him, that don't mean that, you know what I'm saying, you out of the woods yet. Because he might have some combinations to rock you. So you have to combat that ahead, like future planning.
Yep.
That's what's beautiful about it. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful game to think and open your mind for kids
Good one.
and for the adults and adults.
What comes to mind when I show you this?
Damn, that look like the boat. Nah, my boat was named the Orca.
The orca.
That looked like the Mariel boat lift. Like one of
What
the boats that probably took off from out there. because it was
Yep.
individual boats that used to, that came to, and from
That's in
Miami,
1980, right?
family dudes. 1980 in Mariel, from Mariel Harbor all the way to Key West, Cayo Hueso. You know what I'm saying? We landed there, and then like Scarface, the bus came and they took us
That's
underneath
crazy.
the highway, and they debriefed us. But you remember, it was crazy because, like I said, Fidel let all the criminals out, so
Yep.
there was a lot of violence going on within the actual craziness that was happening to get freedom. So
Yeah,
it was a
imagino.
crazy, and I remember some of them.
So
I remember enough.
each one that came was a prisoner. Obviously, they came with their families. Did he send
No,
anybody
no, no, no,
else?
no, no, not just those. No, no. What happened was Jimmy Carter said for anybody who wants to leave Cuba to leave. So families, regular families with kids, mothers with kids,
They would come.
fathers, they would say, "I'll be out." Crazy. That's a once in a lifetime opportunity.
Yeah.
Uh, but what happened is that the Fidel opened up all the gates
De
to
las
the
prisiones.
prisons. So much people, you're not gonna be. They're not gonna be. No, you're not gonna even think about that the nigga did that. You know what I'm saying? So you had the crazy rapists, the mentally sick people, the real criminals, the killers that was bunched up inside those families, and they was causing havoc inside that shit, causing turmoil and craziness. My
Me
father was actually
imagino.
locked up in one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like a catch-22. My father was locked up, they opened the door, so he went to get me, my mom, my sister, and we went straight to the embajada. And we had to sneak into the embajada de Peru because the Cuban embajada was already too packed.
Wow. So from a young
So
age, man, you
it's
were
crazy.
already grinding. You were
It was
already like struggling.
150,000. It was
Oh my
150,000 people.
goodness.
Imagine the 150,000, and like 40 or 50 are fucking straight out of jail criminal niggas. Come on. So, the ratio was crazy because it was like, it was people, it was girls that got raped inside that shit and all that
Me
shit,
imagino.
abused because it was criminals. Besides the ejército treating us like shit because we was looked at as traitors
Mm-hmm.
as far as like, we leave in Cuba. We don't want you anyway. All that. No, no queremos, no necesitamos. Those speeches was for real. So, you know what I'm saying? The ejército will burn all the memorabilia. We can't take that with us from Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
No remembrance of Cuba or nothing because we was looked as traitors in Cuba. So they was kicking us out. Get the fuck out of my, you know what I'm saying? Get out of my shit. Get out of my shit. And then when we got to Miami, it was like, we don't want them here. They got Cordia, so malo.
Yep.
Because they already know that Fidel opened up the jail. So now we all got treated like we all criminals. You know what I'm saying? I was 5 years old. So that was the politics that's going on, you know what I'm saying?
Let me show you something.
Of course, that's the L line. That's the train. That's the train of,
BX.
that's the BX trains, but there's a lot of trains. You know what I'm saying? Like where I used to live at was number two and number 5.
Okay.
But before that, you know what I'm saying? When I was living in 163rd and Sheridan Avenue, over there was the D train, the C train. You go like the Grand Concourse, that's like the C, the D. Uh, the letters start coming out. Then I went to the numbers. The numbers are fucking nuts. You know what I'm saying? So once you know what I'm saying, what is your zip code and what's your train, then kind of candela you're gonna run into. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh snap.
the poverty line, you know what I'm saying? Because DC's, it's poverty, but it's more main. At that time, it was more main. There was more out there, which like more attention on them. So it wasn't too much violence. It was done, things was done, but it was done like regulated under the covers. Shit, when I went to like the 2 to 5 over there by Hunts Point and Southern Boulevard and Prospect Avenue, or Union Avenue, where I was raised. After
Yeah.
that, when I was 15, that's when the poverty level was really low. You know what I'm saying? You see the savages for real. Well, we all got along with each other. But the savage modes, when it was savage mode and we transformed, like we all had to transform because we all together. So it was a different kind of hunger, different kind of like depths, you know what I'm saying, in that hole. But we never gave up. We came out of it,
You kept going.
That's when we got inspired. And that's when we
Inspired.
really that's when
And
we
you
really
kept
started
going.
going hard. Yeah,
That's
that's
what
when
I
the music
noticed about you too,
popped
Cuba,
off.
is that just your trajectory and I always notice that you keep going, you keep fighting, you keep going forward. And it's inside of you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
like just a Latino thing, you know what I mean? But it's like because we come from where we come from, it's like automatically we're built to keep going, and keep fighting, and keep,
Well, it's
regardless.
definitely and it's definitely an individual thing. No, I ain't gonna lie, because you know what I'm saying, I know a lot of Latinos, and I know a lot of, you know what I'm saying, individuals, no matter what color or whatever, but it has
Yeah,
to be inside of you. You know what I'm saying? It has to be inside of you. I take pride
right.
in what I do. I know that the more blockage you get throughout history,
Yeah.
whoever got the most block, the most hate, those are the ones that stay timeless in
Mm,
history. Those are the stories that lift. Those are the stories that, are embedded in our culture, you know what I'm saying, in our history, and they mean something.
that's
And
right.
I look at it on that level because, at the end of the day, we come into this game and it's just music for us. And, we coming to get a chance for opportunity, especially me. I came out here for that,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, on the back burner. Regardless, I got into the American culture and all of that. But the back, I'm still an immigrant with that hunger of
Yep.
opportunity, of changing
Yep.
our, you know what I'm saying, our life, our kids' life for the better. So we don't have to be, what I'm saying, under anybody's rule or the liberties that will be taken from us. So, I've been a revolutionary on that note, always in the back of my burner, you know what I'm saying? But of course, when you get caught up in the American system and
Yep. That's right.
you just get caught up. It's you know what I'm saying, the hood shit. Even though we get caught up because that's where we come from. So
Yeah.
I could go to college, which I did. I was going to college, but then when I come from college, it was the street, and the
Yep.
street that's when all the other things started.
Started
Temptation,
happening.
and but the beautiful temptation, what I'm saying, through was music, was the hip hop, which made us really get involved in that and do what youngsters do, man. You know what I'm saying, get excited about things and take what I what was out there, the fathers that was out there, the Big Daddy Kanes, the G Raps, what I'm saying, the Furious Five, those people that we listened to, hip hop before us, we take it and we try to, decorate it with some of our own individuality and represent them the way that, what I'm saying, because that's how hip hop always been to me.
Yeah.
It was always showing respect to those before us and to add on to the culture.
And that transitions to the next one. What does this mean to you?
That's my brother. That's my brother from another mother right there.
That's
That's
number
Ezekiel.
one.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Number one, unless it's pun right there. Second to none, unless it's pun. Yeah, that's him right there. That's my big bro right there, man. Music had nothing to do with our relationship. We
That's
started
right.
that together. We started a lot of things together, but when we really went with the music, it took us to where we got noticed. You know what I'm saying? By the likes of the Fat Joes, other people
Hmm.
that was in the industry, and we got a shot that way. He had a shot, and the love he had for me never let what I'm saying, me disappear either. He brought me right along with him,
That's
even when
right.
I didn't believe in myself. So what I'm saying, that's a big brother right there. That's family forever. That's somebody the the whole world had to salute.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying, and I'm gonna make sure that as far as lyricism and creativeness and what he brought to hip hop, and what I'm saying, the Latino, that bloodline. You know what I'm saying, because there's a lot of Latinos before us, and salute to all of them. But what I'm
Nothing
saying,
like that. Nothing
when
like that.
Pun got the chance, yeah, because we did it. I gotta say we, because I was behind the scenes through all that. Even though he
Absolutely.
was the face of Terror Squad and all of that, but it was me, him, and Safe that was really behind. You know what I'm saying? We was one,
Yep.
because that was
No,
a
but you
team.
you
I was
got
full of clips.
you people sleep, but you get busy, bro. Like people don't realize.
Oh no, 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 no,
It
no! They
was
didn't
just
know that
you and
because
him were
I
the
earned
ones
it.
that for me, from
I don't
Springfield.
even want to say that. I don't even want to say that. But at the
I'm
end
gonna
of the day,
say
I
it.
knew that I had my.
Hey, I'm gonna
Thank you,
say it.
thank you.
From Springfield, what I'm saying, Massachusetts, in high school, middle school, I always would listen to Pun or Cuban. Those are the two. Obviously, there was other people. Obviously, I liked them all here and there, but my dudes were you and Pun.
For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying? Y ya
That's
está.
for sure.
And I leave it
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. And I always took pride. I always took pride of when I said, at that time too, I was, you get fucking writer's block, and me, I'm my own worst critic. So I go hard on you know what I'm saying? It made me, like right now, like I see myself now, like
Yeah.
right now, like as close to 100 as far as, you know, an artist, as an
Yeah.
MC, as delivering my message, as my flow, as owning it. You know what I'm saying? It feels so natural now.
Yeah.
Before, even though it felt natural, it was too, I was just against too much stuff that
Okay.
added, that prevented me, but kind of
No
kind of
fluía.
like,
Like you felt like you were no
no,
fluía.
even though you heard what you heard, because I'm still loved because of shit I did in the past.
Fire. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Latino, like, you know, those things, like, you know, those kind of, you know, it was like, it was a format that I had, like we all do as MCs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all had different, but they shine. They shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It was one of a kind because it shined. And it
Yep.
got us to still to be to this age, and niggas recognize, you know what I'm saying, my content
Absolutely.
and all the things I put out. And you know, I appreciate that. But as far as like nobody could fuck with me, I never had that. You know, that's a gene that every MC needs. I always was a team nigga. I always
Yep.
was like, oh, let me fill in the spot and make it to where the song could be heard without nobody fast forwarding it. Still got something, you know what I'm saying, that they like about it. You know, just attacking the beat or the track in different forms to form the whole track, the full fucking minute and 30 seconds to make sure that whole track was dope. And that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Which created a great team. You know what I'm saying? That's why we was you know what I'm saying, the puzzle was it was in the right place at the time. But then later on,
Absolutely.
of course, you know, and that's a graduate. I mean, like, you got to graduate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it took me all the way now to be like, nobody could fuck with me,
Mm-hmm.
to have that attitude. Because
Yeah.
before I was on my humble shit where it's like, but you know, you do need that. You do
Yeah.
need that. And I've understood it like probably 4 years ago. I
Wow.
understood it. Not that I have to show off and just be like, I'm the greatest ever. But no, I am one of them niggas.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
That pen, bro.
You know
That
why?
pen.
Because I listen to myself now. Like, I look at, wow, this I was only like 18, 19, 19. Look how I put things together. And it was like, I never looked at myself like that. You know?
Yep.
So when I look back at it like now, it's like, yo, who was doing it like us like that? Like, you know, when Pun was doing it. Because even though me and Pun are similar, we was different.
Yep.
We was different. You know what I'm saying?
Different.
He was
Y
more of
la
a
voz
scholar than
también.
me.
You had your voice.
Oh,
The voice is
of course,
distinctly different.
of course. But Pun was, you know, it's different. It's just like when you put Terror Squad out there, even though they started sounding alike, we did.
Yeah.
Because, you know, Pun had the golden flow, which was me and Pun's flow.
For
And we
sure.
came in the fucking game with that. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? We had similar flows. He had, you know what I'm saying? Because we got it from, you know, basically the same fucking format, which is, you know, a little bit of G-Rap, a little bit of Rakim, a little bit of Big
Yep.
Daddy King, a little
That
bit of
cadence,
Nas. You know what
man.
I'm
That
saying? All those
cadence.
sprinkles. Yeah, and it was words that we wrote. So, you know, the passion was there. So it was respected. You know what I'm saying? Pun, like me, I was always more into like the deep songs. You know what I'm saying? Pun was more action packed,
Yep.
body you. You know what I'm saying? Like every fucking line, it would just be like, wow, fireworks. Me, I started getting into really writing songs, which
Yep.
were personal to me. So in that sense, I got deep into, you know, the metaphors and the depth of just being human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being human, being relatable with stories,
I like when you that
storytelling.
pocket you get into, man. It's amazing. Like Let It Upon,
Yeah,
two
but
and all that. Like it's just
but
you
that's
just
always
get
gonna
into
be
these
there.
pockets. Yeah, it's
Yeah, but
amazing.
that's hard. That's passion. That's my brother. That's somebody I love. So it's done with love, with, you know, with me being who I am, with my response, with me, you know, even now, you know, the growth
Yeah.
from back then to now, um, and the way I see it, which is the same. You know, bad fucking deeds are bad deeds, but when you see it, it's like it's no anger, really. It's a disappointment of those that didn't stand up for the love that they said they had. So
Yeah.
it's really a disappointment. You know what I'm saying? So it's no more me blaming about, you know, oh, he should have did. I never said that.
Yeah.
But he should have did a lot of things that he should have known. And his heart would have told him if he loved him. And
Yeah.
that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? Because when, you know, you got a brother, but anybody in your family, you know what to do. You don't have to ask nobody. You don't have to make a fucking raffle. Oh, let's vote. No, you know what to do, son. You know what to do. And, you know, especially where we come from. You know how hard it was. you know how much he put in, how much sweat, blood, and sweat and tears he gave, and you know how much he helped. Fuck all that. How much he helped. He made money. He earned that money. It was his talent. But how much he helped those that were around him to be where he's at. He pulled up with him. You know what I'm saying? And I was definitely one who helped pull motherfuckers up too. So I seen it. So, you know, it's just a sad ending when I see what happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those that we helped, you know what I'm saying, that they was out for self. They was out for their own, you know what I'm saying, motives and their own agendas. And it's like, wow, you know, some demons come with the mask, boy. You can't tell.
It's true, man.
You can't tell.
Hey, I'm gonna show you.
Tell. You try, you know, you try that. You just try to be as a good dude, be like this, you know. But those little moves that you do are not taken as, you know, instead of being that kindness being taken as respect and love because of the love we got for each other, it's taken as weakness and as cutthroat as like, he should have never let me up here because now I'm okay. That's like, wow, we don't come from that. Me and Pun ain't come from that. Always building anything like that. That's why we was doing what we was doing, just helping people up with us.
Genuine,
at the same time. And too bad that trend didn't happen. You know, you didn't keep on because they chose to follow another format of doing things. So.
Hey, I'm gonna show you this last picture, and then we're gonna go to level 2 real quick.
All I know is that you better have of course, Jesus. I was gonna snap on your glasses right now, but now you bring Jesus up. We couldn't even do anything. I can't. Bless you, my brother. That's all I can say. Jesus, ya tú sabes, Jesus. Jesus, that's you know. I don't want to get into the debate with you. Stop it. You start your thing because you know
I'm not gonna do it.
I'm spiritual
I'm not gonna
guy.
do it.
Well, no, but you're gonna be. I'm gonna tempt you. You know, I'm gonna tempt you. So you know, it's you know, at the end of the day, that's the energy right there that it wouldn't be no Cuban Link without that energy. You know what I'm saying? Without that Jesus energy, without that God's energy, without that overwatching.
Yeah.
And I know, you know, it's one thing to put it out there and say it, but you know when you feel it and you know that they got you.
Absolutely.
You know it's special. So you know that I can walk through the valley of death and ain't nobody ever touching me. And if you do, all you're going to do is make me prettier. And make my message bigger. Make my message bigger. That's what you're going to do is make the message bigger that God got to give.
Come on.
And that's what it is, you know? So I'm definitely you know, spiritual individual.
Yeah.
When it comes to that, when it comes to the energy, especially the godly energy, the positive, righteous. And I believe anybody could open up and channel with God. You know what I'm saying? And have that relationship with them. It's just, you have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Meet them halfway.
I agree, my brother. Hey, I'm gonna click here real quick. Level 2.
Better start clicking stuff.
This is level 2, man. Second flow. This was called level 2.
Oh, we made it to level 2.
Level 2.
Oh my God.
Knew? I'm trying to get
level 2.
Deep. Level 2. Who would have knew? Hidden talent.
Level 2.
Something people didn't know about you. I want to mention acting. I'm gonna put it out there. Hey, everybody.
Oh Lord Jesus Christ.
And he's hilarious. If there's any agents out there, call him, DM him. Te lo estoy diciendo.
I got my own. We all got sides that not ashamed back in the days to put out. Not ashamed. It's just like it didn't fit our criteria how we came out as far, you know, straight up, you know, thugged out dudes, which, you know, we really did that too. But
yeah,
I was at the forefront. And, you know, them hardcore gangster rounds, that's what Joe was known for. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, he wanted to
he was a hidden talent, something people don't know about you. And I mentioned acting and stuff like that. People don't know about you.
Okay.
Pero dime tú, you know what I'm saying, something that, you know, is hidden. It's like, yo, nobody know about you.
Hidden talent is really chess. Chess was like really a hidden talent, but I don't have it like I had it back then. But that's definitely something. My life is like a Forrest Gump story, man. Like word up, like everything I chose to do, it hit the maximum of it was there to, like I said, the chess, like cameras got involved and Channel 13 got involved and fucking the chess pro, you know, involved.
So you're telling me if Cuban wasn't a rapper,
in that level,
he would be a professional chess player?
No, I'll be whatever I wanted to. I like being like doctor, because I went through mass surgeries too when I was growing up. So the doctor, the doctor field was definitely something I was looking for. I was going to be a nurse actually. I went to Lehman College. I was going to take some
Oh,
nursing. I was going to be the first Cuban fucker.
there you go. You see, people didn't
I
know
was going to
that.
be you know what I'm saying? But that's the way you
Doctor
gotta.
Delgado.
You go into that. Doctor Delgado. That's just, it always sounded good. Doctor Delgado.
That just
El
sounded good, but
cagado.
Doctor Delgado. Yeah, sounds good actually.
Yeah, Doctor Delgado. You know what I'm saying? But those are things that were more, you know, those are the things that, of course, you got to work extra hard for. And
For sure.
those are things that come through the school system, the college, you know what I'm saying? And that type of thing. So I had a hard decision. Well, not really hard. It was fucking easy. It was either, go follow this music, or, continue my studies and go to college. Um,
Let
I
me get
chose
this
the
music.
music. I chose the music because,
Would
come
you
on,
would you would you
we
go?
come
Would you
from
go
nothing.
now?
We come from nothing. No, I always big up education. I'm a big,
Would
you
you
know what I'm
still
saying?
do it now, or something that you like? Not right
Of
now.
course I would do it now, because
Okay.
we coming from, remember, you looking at still, regardless, I'm still an immigrant that came to this country
Yeah.
looking for opportunity. Not saying that, because I could have been a drug dealer too. I didn't choose that. That wasn't good with me. That didn't go
Look at
with me.
that.
You know what I'm saying? Even though I dabbled in everyday things in it, but I wasn't good at it.
And
It's
even
not
though it
my
was
thing.
around you, it was
Of
just wasn't
course,
your thing.
it
I
wasn't
was
my
the same
thing.
way, bro. My brother was a kingpin in Springfield, and he would sell my cousins. They were all you get into all that, and I just never got into it. My
I mean,
thing
I
was
got into it. I just
basketball, and
sucked. I couldn't tell it to my man's bro. My man's mother comes and asks for a job. I can't get the fuck out. I can't say like shit. So I was no good for that. Right? You know what I'm saying? I wasn't good for that.
got it.
And we know what we good for.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, it's an age where, maybe when you're young, you do that, moving in bundles and all that. And it's like, okay, you getting money. And it's hard to even act like you're doing it for necessity. Because
yeah,
at that time, you was doing it to show off. And, plus necessity, but, you're going to splurge and you're going to act like you're the man and all that. But even if you do it for necessity, you know what I'm saying? It's the time where you got to flip it. And, okay, now it's the time to convert. What's the real talent? What's the real talent? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying? If you keep just doing the same shit, nigga, you just getting slick at your job of being the devil. That's
that's
all you're
true.
doing. So, you got, it's just like strippers. They do it to pay their tuition, whatever. Yeah, okay, cool. How many of those really, really save that tuition money, or they get caught up in that, stripping life world, you know what I'm saying, where it goes crazy after that, where, they just, they get caught up in that. And that's temptation is harsh reality when you're 30, 40, and you stripping, and you got, you know what I'm saying, your last tattoo is happening on your neck and your ankle when you had it in your titty. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's hard to imagine that, but it be true, motherfucker.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like they get caught up in that in that circle that they in, because it's just what it is. It's like welfare. Like, you stay being on welfare, nigga. What you gonna do? You gonna work, or you gonna do you, or you gonna let the government just take care of you?
es
And
verdad.
most people get caught up with just giving stuff, when it's like a gift. So you give the motherfucker something, they just stay there and just wait for it. You don't gotta work for it. So that's a bad, that's one bad shit. When it is, not saying that we don't need welfare. We do need, people need help.
Yeah,
But this, what I'm saying, the push to what I'm saying, to really become somebody that, that's I
look
forgot
at
the
that.
word, but it's just to be somebody on your own to make things happen, and be a big thing for your community, and be a worker, not just what I'm saying, nigga who tells you, you know what I'm saying, the mail is in the fucking mailbox. You know what I'm saying? When the check comes,
It's true.
and most of us get caught up like that. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? So some people got excuses, but you know what it is. Those are politics that they play on us, and it's hard temptation to let go.
We're gonna level up, Cuba.
We level
Next
up. We
one.
passed level 2 already.
Woo! Vamos para
What was
level
it,
three.
3? Level
Level
3.
three is top three. All right.
Level 3.
Sports, music, and food. So give me your number one, your team. What's your favorite sport? Actually, basketball, football, again.
Jesus Christ. I don't even have a favorite sport anymore, man. I used to love every sport.
So
I
you
used
don't
to
got a
love every
team?
sport.
Knicks?
To tell you the truth, my teams, like, since I was 18, 19, I went to the music. Like, my teams was always the same. Mets. And I live in the
Mets?
Bronx. I live in the Bronx, too. So I was like,
Okay.
it doesn't matter. You can't take my Mets away. I was fucking a refugee talking about Dwight Gooden and Darryl Strawberry and fucking Lenny Dykstra,
Lindor,
my
you know,
favorite
I know
rapper.
Lindor.
I mean, my favorite.
Lindor, that he plays for the Mets. He's I met
Yeah,
him
but that
over
was the old
here.
Mets I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Mets from back. Keith Hernandez,
Talking about
Wally
the new
Bagman.
Mets.
Yeah, I'm talking about back then when they really caught my attention. Like all drug addicts, all sniffing coke, but we didn't know. And they doing amazing shit. Lenny Dykstra diving from fucking one field to the other one. Incredible shit. Amazing Mets.
So the
That's what
Mets,
caught my
that
heart for them.
baseball, that's your top one.
And
That's
then the
one.
Chicago Bears also. I love fucking William
The
Perry.
Bears?
Because I love William Perry. The Michael Jordan, because I love Chicago, because of fucking Michael Jordan. I love Marino. I love the Dolphins because
The
of Marino.
Dolphins?
Because of Marino and the colors,
Ay,
turquoise
Dios mío.
but that's when
I
I was
like the
young.
colors. I like the colors.
Yeah, but the nigga, the cannon, Dan Marino, fucking the best.
The
Never won a
best.
chip. Never won a chip, but
He ain't got nothing on my man Brady though. So you
Marino
already
had a
know.
cannon, man. He had a cannon.
He did. He did.
He just
Him and
winning.
Favre.
He just had less, he was a star without any rings.
I agree.
That's all.
Moto. And he was nice.
And then he had, pretty boy nigga too, like fucking baby blue eyes. So he was that too. He was that dude with the cannon. You know what I'm saying? And he was more of a superstar, like I said, without rings. So teamwork is what makes the team work. You know what I'm saying? So
what about music? Who's your top, let's say rap, obviously.
Rap, I mean, Slick Rick when I was coming up, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh, the Fat Boys.
Okay.
Human Beatbox. Of course, later on it was, Melly Mel, Furious Five when they did the message and all of that. It was a big song.
So those were your inspirations.
The Crush Groove. Well, there was more of a whole catalog of people bringing me into the genre of hip hop. So it was just like I liked all of them. Slick Rick especially. You know what I'm saying? Because he had that young tale telling, and that's fly slip. That fly lip.
Storytelling. That's
different.
Just like you.
And then Dane, yeah, but he was really dope. He was really dope, and that's he did children's stories, things like that, and we was kids, so he brought us in with that. You know what I'm saying, like Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier, yeah, Davy Crockett. You know what I'm saying? Those are like X-rated little cartoons.
Yeah.
He was doing. You know what I'm saying? And of course, Mona Lisa and
he was
the
like
show.
The hood Mr. Rogers. That's what he was.
But he was dope. He was dope. Like his lyrical skills was dope. The way he wrote a beat, his accent. He was the MC.
You know what's crazy
Big
about
Daddy Kane,
one of the guys I work with is his nephew. It's bugged out.
Slick Rick's?
Yeah.
And he's another immigrant. I didn't even know. Back then, I didn't even know he was an immigrant. Like, he was fucking from London. He was you know what I'm saying? He wasn't even a citizen.
I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, he's in London. He was in London. Like Moni Love and them. Like, they from there. They're from out there, from British Columbia. So what I'm trying to tell you, later on, I was like, God damn, he came with that hunger, too.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But not the same hunger we had. London and England. England is like the fucking leaders of the fucking America anyway.
That's different.
They control America behind the scenes.
Comida.
But, Slick Rick.
Comida.
Cojones.
What's like your go-to, bro? Like, please don't say pizza.
My favorite shit is pernil, nigga, with fucking
pernil?
Moro. Pernil con moro, con yuca, hervía.
With lemon. That's so Cuban, yo. That's true.
Yeah, con moro. Con arroz, habichuela negra y el arroz bien como
you
brown.
You like coffee, bro? You like coffee?
I like coffee.
Me too,
That's a
bro.
good dietary. I mean, I never liked it before, but when you're on diet and all that shit.
Cuban coffee,
when I get on my diet. You start with 3 sugars, 2 sugars, and then no sugar. You know what I'm saying? No sugar. That's when you become a real coffee. Like, yo, you just like the sugar because it's coffee. So you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's everything is addictive too, man. That's not like all good for you, but
It's true.
you know, it's something that comes from a being. So
That's crazy. Mira,
yes.
faltan 2 pisos. Vamos para el número 4.
Piso, cabrón, tú me tienes a mí ya cansado, man. Ya me faltaste de, I think
Toma,
I broke a leg already.
toma,
I'm fucking with you. I'm
rapidito.
fucking with you. Go ahead, man.
Level,
Let's do it.
flow, explore. If they really knew you, what would they say? If people really knew you, they would say that Cuban is.
Cuban is just who he said he
I would
is.
say humble. I
Who
would
he
say
says
inspiring.
who he says
I
he
would say a
is.
dreamer.
You know
I
what I'm
would
saying?
say he's a fighter.
Definitely.
He's a
Definitely.
warrior. He's a go-getter.
Oh,
He keeps on keeping on.
yeah.
That's what I would say. That's what I see.
Yeah. I come from that though. You know what I'm saying? I come from me, my parents trying to get me out of Cuba, me and my sister, to give us a better, way of life, freedom, and you know what I'm saying, to make our world a little more easier than them. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a criminal motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? God bless my father. But it was because of him that we got hit. You know what I'm saying? Because of him that me, my mother, and my sister got to get, to take that trip, you know what I'm saying, from my Real boat harbor all the way to Calle Hueso and become Americans.
That's
So
amazing.
it's my father, and he was locked up. So he always thought about us. So his family, it's definitely that. He was the pillar, you know what I'm saying, in my family. And with the good comes the bad. He had his bad shit too. You know what I'm saying? But we know how we do in the hood, nigga. We stay with the good, no matter. You know what I'm
keep it
saying?
going.
We keep it going. And
Take evil.
And it's just something that those values mean a lot to me. What's loyalty, was honor.
No, there's something you said, bro,
Pride,
that really impacted me, bro. Tú dijiste, y yo lo estaba escuchando en one of the
and
you
also
said
the other
loyalty is loyal to your convictions. That hit me, bro.
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't do it because there's a camera in my face. I never did that for that. Now, maybe, when we do drops and shit like that, yeah, we do certain drops because we keep it repetitive.
Yeah.
Basically, what you saw from me, is who I was. So my life always been an open book. I told y'all my life.
Yeah.
Then it wasn't because I want y'all to be like, oh, take it. No, I take pride on my life because I've been through shit that only, like I said, Forrest Gump shit. So I appreciate all those moments, the bad, the good. I appreciate the Mariel, the struggle to get here. I appreciate the fact that, you know what I'm saying, I got 100,000 fucking haters on my balls. And I'm like, I dare y'all niggas say that to my face. And I go against all of them because that's who I am, because I know what I'm fighting for. I know what I stand for.
Yeah.
So if you stand against me, that means you're standing on something that's evil, but it's something that's not good. Because there's no way in the world that I know I'm standing for something that's bad or anything that is going to hurt another person in anything I'm doing. So if anything, you know what I'm saying, it's a hate you got because, it's that old, that somebody else told you some foul shit that you believed or you want to believe or you want to get in their good graces. And basically, you're just a baloney smoker. So basically, you can never fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? That's because, if you know and you read about Cuban Link, you know my what I've been through and what I've done, you salute that.
That's right.
You salute that. Because I will even if you hate me, you still got to salute it.
Come on, man. We salute
You
you,
still got to salute it. Because, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, as a man, it's important to me to get that message out. For the kids, you know what I'm saying? For those that get scared, that fear factor of those that got power, the gatekeepers, you know what I'm saying, they act a certain way. We got to change those. We got to change those. We got to make this hip hop thing back. You got to give it back to the people. That's how it started. Started from the culture, started from the people, from the poverty. You know what I'm saying? Just because, y'all niggas got a little money and the companies and the corporations are taking it, of course, money talks and money usually fucks it up and makes things better sometimes, but it fucks it up. You know what I'm saying? It gets to become evil in many ways. So as long as those morals, man, are kept in contact and kept intact, where they're severe and they're talked about, I think we're good.
That's right.
I think we're good.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
And fishing, you forgot to mention fishing. You like fishing. Vamos pa pescar.
I like fishing. I be catching shit.
That's all.
That
You ready
thing.
to go to
Yeah,
rooftop?
no, we're definitely gonna fish.
You
We're
ready to go
supposed
to
to fish. That's
rooftop?
how we're supposed to meet up.
Let's go to rooftop real quick. Hold on.
Press the elevator, nigga. Press it. Dale.
Press it right now.
Press it.
Cling.
I'm gonna
Vamos
throw the
para
rod in the
rooftop.
roof. I'm gonna throw the rod from the roof.
There
Make
you
sure the
go.
lake. I'll catch the fucking alligator.
Rooftop. This one's about inspiration, keep on keeping on, and basically leveling up. You know, this way you can talk about a little bit, you know, maybe Undeniable obviously is coming out February 3rd. Please, you
Yeah,
guys gotta
I
get on your
dropped a lot of joints
platform
out there. Dropped a lot of joints just to get everybody reacquainted with the boy Cuban. You know what I'm saying? And, I
and
know
get a little
y'all
bit of
probably ain't.
inspiration for the youth. You know what I'm saying? Give us something,
Well,
close us
inspiration
out with
is
something.
what you make it. But you know, as far as me, you can read about me. You could contact me.
There's a
You
book
know,
coming. There's a book coming. I don't know.
it's always a book. Yeah, Linkfamous. You know what I'm saying? I'm still in the works, and you know what I'm saying? The fat guy dropped his before me, of course. You know, he got more
I want the
pipelines to
Cuban
make
one.
it happen.
I want the Cuban one. I'm
No, the
waiting for
Cuban
that
one
one.
he's gonna be the truth. You know, that's Linkfamous. Linkfamous is gonna be incredible because he's just the
What's
truth.
it gonna be called?
Linkfamous.
Lymphomous.
Linkfamous. Yeah, like infamous.
Lymphomous. Okay.
Right,
Ooh.
like infamous because they
I
couldn't
like
stand me
that.
being famous, so they made me infamous. And then they put the
Lymphomous.
link in it. You put the link in it. It says Linkfamous.
We gotta talk about. Hey, when it comes out, let me know. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna promote it, and we're
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah.
from there.
It's gonna be good things. It's not gonna be, you know what I'm saying, no bashing. Regardless of what it is, it's a story to help the future. You know
That's
what I'm
right.
saying? To help expand minds. You know, I've been through it. It's not like I'm gonna be lying and saying some shit that ain't happened. I'm saying shit that happened
Yeah.
in order for those that are coming behind me or coming in the future to learn how, you know, whether, you know what I'm saying, how evil certain things are, how great things are, how the love of family,
Come on.
of real friends over severe those hateful things, and we still made it happen even though we was in the snake pit.
That's
We
right.
still made something happen, and we made it for the greater of the culture.
Come on.
And that's what it is, man. It's positivity all day around. You know what I'm saying? Definitely could go negative in any minute if somebody disrespects me 100%. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
But
But you know,
we
sometimes,
leveled up
like
though.
I said,
Now we leveled up with the
yeah,
rooftop. We're
yeah,
in a
but
whole
sometimes niggas get,
different mindset.
nice little bofetada. A little bofetada never hurt nobody. You know, it just needed to be done. You know, a little bofetada, a little embarrassment, a little let them niggas know exactly, oh my nigga, this is who you are, because they, you know, they se pasan, se ponen lucido, and that's the problem. And
I
they
got
think that
it.
it's, oh, just because this nigga did it, oh yeah, and it's like, oh, you let it happen, forget it. I'll be a fucking, you know, I'll be a stepping stone. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, you forgot what it is. Okay, you must have thought it was sweet. You must thought it, you know, of a different. You must have thought it was Cuban Link from like 50's girlfriend or something. Not this Cuban Link, right? You must have got, you know, and whatever I've been through, you know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, they saw, you know, bad or good, you know, it's things that were gangster. It's gangster that it's explanations to it and there's a story behind it.
So
And it's things
2023,
that
we got the book coming
cut me off, cut me
2023.
off, cut me off because the glasses was about to get smashed.
Vamos a hablar
2023, man. We got the book coming. We got the documentary. We got Cuban Link Spanish album. We got Cuban Link English album. We got
Spanish,
uh
English,
yeah,
every.
all Spanish, all Spanish. Double barrel, double barrel. I'm going for all of it. I'm
Oh
going for
my
everything that, you know what I'm saying?
goodness.
The big man upstairs, of course, you know what I'm saying, put that energy in me. And that's why you see me so extra hyper sometimes, because it's like I got so much things that I want to show you. But I want it to be done in the right way. Since I'm doing
Yep.
it independently, it comes to a point where you still, you know, all that little hypeness you got inside you, you can mess it up. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to mess it up in that sense where I just devalue my work. I want to give it the same visual as the written part of it. I want to give it the same power and marketing as it needs to be out there. Because the jewels that I'm, you know what I'm saying, that I'm writing straight up.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And I shine up the jewels and make them jewels nice and, you know what I'm saying, natural too. Natural jewels. Nigga, not the fucking man-made jewels. Those are the ones we found in the, you know, the cave in Cuba. The hidden gems that, you know what I'm saying, that are timeless. So those are the, you know, I want to make sure that the work is to its highest potential, mastered, mixed, the sound quality, and then also the visual to be, following the same, what I'm saying, which is easy to do, but it's not easy. You got to get the right people to shoot it. You got to get the right people to be around you. So, the team is very important. And I don't trust nobody. So that's what's taking long. I got reasons too
So
not to trust, but
you
what I'm
have
saying?
your team already
Because niggas always got something.
Felix? You got your
I
team
got the
already?
team. I got the hey, Rodolfo Rodrigo. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to make the team it's very careful pickings. It's very careful pickings. And those that are with me, 100% definitely right for this situation, because they stood the test of time. Their loyalty was there intact. Shout out to you know who they are. I don't want to even give my team out. They know who they are. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how they do. The enemy might see you happy, and you already calculated. You know what you want to do, but they try to throw the monkey wrench in there, and they try to set you up with the pointing and the fucking faggot shit.
Once you launch, then they can't stop.
And shit. If I was a nigga that was in the team, I don't even want to be alone. I just want to be the ghostwriter, make this whole thing. You know what I'm saying? If I was if I was in Cuban Link, I definitely would be behind the scenes helping punt regardless. You know what I'm saying? Without the need for that. But he don't push me to fuck around.
Yeah.
So, I got to make my brother proud. I got to get them 3 acts he got jerked for. You know what I'm saying? So I got to do all that. I got a long road ahead of me. You know what I'm saying? To still accomplish a lot of things that the legacy needs. So I'm still here fighting for that, and I'm putting out some quality music that I think would get us there.
I like that Undeniable, bro. Is that a drill? Because the beat didn't drop, but it sounded fire, bro.
Nigga, I'm just picking beats from fucking BeatStar. I'm just doing my own shit. Like, yo, I'm buying the beat straight out like this. Yo, I'm buying this shit. And then I'm just putting that fire on it, and it just coming out like that. They all came out. I mean, where did they go? Where did they go? That's like a new flow Cuban, but still right there, telling you the story, keeping everything right still. You know what I'm saying? Right.
I like this.
You got the bounce. You know what I'm saying? You got the on my New York shit, still giving you that 90s flavor Cuban.
Yeah. But está actualizado,
with,
you know what I'm saying?
With that sazon, the new sazon, the energy that I'm telling you I got, that's making me feel a little more comfortable and making me feel like no motherfucker could fuck with me. Bottom line. You know what I'm saying? And now Cuban, shit, nigga, it's been 20 years. I never said this in my life. Now, I'm telling you, ain't no one fucking with me. I'll source anybody on that mic. And that's bottom line.
Come on.
Bottom line.
Salsa.
I'm gonna show you just what I'm saying, creating what I do and dropping what I've been doing, my music. And that's what I know a lot of people's been waiting for. And, I've been waiting for. I feel good doing this. It's not more where if I say a hardcore rhyme, they're gonna think it's about Joe or whatever. Everything I say is about this sci-fi or anything.
I like this energy, bro. I like your energy though, man.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm making sure that they differentiate, saying where my energy is going to, and as far as like the song being creative, the ideas of it, and back to that lyrical, beautiful shit, man. The hip hop, you know what I'm saying, is made up.
I love it, man.
Now you don't love it more than I love your glasses, my nigga.
You like with glasses?
No way, hate them shits. Nah, I love them. I love them, brother. Yo, with that name, you can rock anything.
I appreciate you, bro.
Te quiero con cojones, ¿viste?
Te quiero, vamos a seguir hablando. Tú sabes. We'll link up. I appreciate you. Listen, man, you're the first one that I have on here, and it's for a reason. Because from the jump, you've always inspired me, bro. And I believe that a lot of beautiful things are going to keep happening, bro. And I love this energy. We're going to do it again, but I believe that by the time we have the next one, ya va a estar el libro, ya va a estar el nuevo álbum, en español.
Ojalá, porque, I take for ages. I'll be fucking, but
man, we need this, man. We need this.
I'm going to be 89, still trying to fucking, beat up Joe and still keep rhymes. That's what I do. That's what I do. But, it's nothing but love, though. It's nothing but love. But my brother, a pleasure. You already know. God
bless you, bro.
De corazón. Te quiero mucho.
Salute you, bro.
Salud. And God bless the show, man. Let's make it pop. Make that pop.
Sir.
Felix!
Ya tú sabes.